We are now discussing about the SAP Activate methodology. So what exactly is SAP Activate methodology and how it is going to work is what we are going to see now, and I'm going to discuss about this more in detail in the coming session. So let's get introduced to what exactly is Activate methodology. Activate methodology is a roadmap that SAP has given to implement a project. As we all know, there is something called a greenfield project. Greenfield, wherein greenfield is a project where we are doing everything from the scratch. Okay, completely new project, new or fresh project. Okay, but whereas the brownfield project is something where we will have, this is a brownfield project. Now in brownfield project, what happens is, like, already they are working on a old version and they are moving from new version. So it is more of like a kind of a migration project. Okay, or a kind of an enhancement project. So this migration project is considered as brownfield project. Okay, and there are some companies, it's very rare that we also have in certain cases bluefield project. So what exactly is bluefield project is, they will already prepare a template. Okay, template ready solution. For example, like, let's say even before the client is introduced, we will keep some solutions ready. If it's a pharma company, so for pharma company, a particular implementation company will prepare, like Accenture will prepare their solution and keep it ready, where they already have the resources, so they keep it ready. So whenever a pharma project comes, immediately they are going to use that templates and procedure for that implementation. That is what will happen in certain cases. Okay, so okay, now we have got this various steps that we have. So Activate methodology basically will have a lot of things that SAP provides. Okay, so now SAP provides under business processes, there is something called business process. And for business process, SAP provides a particular tools like SAP best practices. SAP provides what to be done, what needs to be done, how the project has to be implemented. So best practices, SAP provides these best practices to us. And then we will be having we will be provided with ready to run systems. Okay, this is one element that SAP provides. And then we have the project library. SAP shares us with the project library. In project library, what exactly we are going to get is, we're going to get the project plan, we're going to get the accelerators, we're going to have this tutorials. Okay, so it trains us how to do, what to do in all these things. Then we have got the integration. So SAP provides us with integration tools actually. So like system content and integration guidance. So these are certain things that SAP provides to us. Then SAP provides with us migration tools as well. Again, in this also the SAP provides system content and migration guidance. So these are all the documentations SAP provides as a part of SAP Activate, and it's a solution for adoption framework. So for adoption framework, we have this three major elements which will be used for adoption. So SAP is providing the SAP Activate for two different solutions. Okay, so SAP Activate will be provided for two different solutions. So one is for the cloud solutions. So if we have a cloud solutions, and then on-premise solution. Okay, and then in the cloud solution again, SAP provides again for SAP S/4HANA Cloud, and solution for SAP SuccessFactors. So each one of them has slight differences. Okay, SuccessFactors, SAP Ariba, and other cloud solutions. So for all these we have SAP Activate Cloud Solutions. Okay, and coming to the second part of this, we'll have the on-premise, right? So for on-premise we have SAP S/4HANA on-premise. SAP Master Data Governance. And for other on-premise systems just like this. So for these, these are the various areas for which SAP Activate can be used to deliver the products. Okay, now so going forward we will be basically in SAP what you call the Activate methodology. We have the best practices, and we have how do we do this and how do we do that and all these things. So SAP provides a roadmap for procedures and development. Okay. So these best practices are available. SAP as a part of Activate methodology provides us the best practices, right? So the best practices are available in two things actually. One is SAP provides documentation. This is very important. Documentation. So in the documentation, SAP provides about the what are the various steps that we have to do and how we have to do, and then we have the configuration. So documentation is already given in the online tool, so it will be documented for the SAP best practices, and it can be found in the Signavio process. So Signavio process will have its own link, so you can just this documentation we can find it on a particular website called so we can just write it here, https me.sap.com/process navigator /homepage. Okay, so this is what we have, and this is the link that we can actually make use of to access the documentation. Now coming to the configuration, so the configuration format of the best practices is found directly inside the system. So this is not online, it will be inside the system, so in the software. So these best practices are pre-configured business process which lay dominant inside inside of the system. So once activated, these best practices processes are now ready to run. So there are some configurations, pre-configured elements are there, which will save our lot of time. Okay, so Now I'll just at this point of time we have you can just log in into this and show you quickly how it will be. This is me.sap.com link. Okay, so it is it normally takes some time, so and we should be also having the SUs ready to access certain documentation, so maybe we'll see that later. So we will go ahead with the methodology. So in the methodology, so SAP gives us a methodology wherein we have to implement the project in phases. So we have different phases: activate, methodology, phases. So to implement the SAP project, we have the methodologies, like we have discover phase, we have prepare phase, then we have the explore phase, then we have realize phase, then we have the deploy phase and run phase. So these are the different phases that we have in activate methodology. So each step or each phase of the project, we are going to do certain things, and for every step SAP gives us tools and it prepares us. So basically, if we have to have an overview of these all phases, discover phase is where we are just about to discuss with the understand what exactly is the project all about. Okay, and prepare phase is where we define the scope of work, like project governance, prepare the sandbox, start the project, identify and define the resources, define the roles and responsibilities for the project team, and detail the management plans for running the project among other activities. And then we have got the explore phase. We run the fit to standard workshops using SAP best practice content and demonstrate standard processes using the sandbox or started system. The objective of the explore phase is to identify the fit to standard best practices. There's something called fit to standard, so it's something which we are going to do, discuss that. Okay. Okay, so fit to standard we'll have in the explore phase, and in the explore phase, and then we'll have the realize phase, wherein the project team adopts to an agile approach to iteratively, incrementally build the functionality from the backlog. So basically, in the realize phase, it was always like implementation used to be done first, and then finally the implementation used to be done, and finally the testing used to be done later. But here right now the testing will be happening parallelly every 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. We have an iteration of testing. So whatever we prepared till now, we will be testing everything together, and then we will be growing on it. So it is like an incremental process. So this is a very important concept which was adapted from the agile methodology. Then we have got the realize phase, where covers all the build and test activities required to prepare the release of functionality. Then we have got the deploy phase, where it set up the production environment and confirm readiness to switch into the business operations with new solutions. And then we have got the run phase. Run phase is where we are going to support the organization in their activities, like just in case if there are any issues during the runtime, we will fix them. So that is what we have. So we are going to discuss more in detail about all these 6 phases in the coming session. Okay, so this is a part 1 of the activate methodology, and part 2 we will going to discuss this.